Okay, today's lesson we are going to divide fractions. So y'all have done this before. It's very similar to multiplying fractions, except there's one little difference. So when dividing fractions, we'll keep the first fraction. We'll flip the second fraction. So when we flip, remember this is what we call a reciprocal. So 9 will go to the top, 8 will go to the bottom, and then we'll change the sign to multiply. And then now we'll multiply. So 4 times 9 is 36, 5 times 8 is 40, and then again we have to simplify. So it can go into both is 4, 36 over 4 is 9, 40 divided by 4 is 10, and we can't simplify anymore. Okay, so when dividing a fraction by a whole number, give the whole number a denominator of 1. To make it a fraction, and then follow keep, flip, change. So we'll keep our first fraction, we'll flip our second fraction, so 4 goes on the bottom, 1 on top, and then we'll change to multiplication, and now we will multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 4 is 8, and we cannot simplify, so that is it. Okay, so when dividing mixed numbers, turn them into improper fractions first, and then follow keep, flip, change. So this is your Texas. So we'll do 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. And I'm going to leave it with division first, and then we'll flip it again. So 3 times 2 is 3, or 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3. Now we'll follow keep, flip, change. So keep, flip, change. So I'm going to come to the side. So we have 15 over 4, 3 on top, 5 on bottom, change to multiplication. Now we'll multiply. 15 times 3 is 45, 4 times 5 is 20. So we'll put our answer here, 45 over 20. And so this next one says, remember if you get an answer that is improper fraction, no problem, just change your answer to a mixed number. So remember to do that, we divide. See how many times 20 can go into 45? That's going to go in there 2 times, which gives us 40. Subtract, we get 5. So 2 is our whole number. 20 is our denominator. That remainder goes on top. And then we look to see if we can simplify. We can by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, 20 divided by 5 is 4. Bring that whole number of 2, so we get 2 and 1/4. That's our final answer. Okay, so let's put it all together. We'll turn our mixed number into an improper fraction. We'll follow keep, flip, change, and we'll do reduce fraction and or simplify. Sorry, there's an extra blank here, simplify. Okay. So we'll do our Texas. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7 over 2. Again, I'm not going to change it until we have them into mixed numbers or improper fractions. So we'll keep our first one. So we'll move it over here, 5 over 2. We'll flip our second fraction, so 2 on top, 7 on bottom. Change to multiply. So we multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 7 is 14. Now we look to simplify. We can. They're both divisible by 2 because they're even. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So we get 5/7. Okay, last one. So since it's a whole number, we make it a fraction. So put it over 1. So now we'll keep, flip, change. We're going to keep 9 over 1. We're going to flip to be 8 over 5. Change to multiply. Now we're going to multiply. So 9 times 8 is 72. 5 times 1 is 5. And so now we'll look to see how many times 5 will go into 72. So we're going to divide. 5 will go into 7 one time. 5 will go into 22 4 times. So 14 is our whole number. Our denominator is 5, and then our remainder is 2, so we get 14 and 2/5. So now we're going to look at a few more practice problems.